Wonder why.
Why what?
I wonder why that's the case.
Why what?
Why I don't do that.
Do what?
Put as much voice into Keiichi as you do into Nagito.
What?
What? Hi, welcome back to a schizophrenic episode of Higurashi.
Wow. Yeah. That's kind of,
Who are you? I think I'm here alone.
Burn Castell.
See, little did you guys know, I'm actually an insanely talented voice actor, and I've been voicing two people this whole time.
That's why you can talk
at the
twice,
same time?
like,
Yeah,
that,
simultaneously.
You can do two voices at the same time.
Well, because you're a dumbass. It's an editing trick.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I'll show a recording of my
of
the editing deck right now of it being one audio track.
No.
That's boring.
Stupid ass episode. I never thought I'd
What
be
are you
chosen.
doing?
What? Oh yeah, Rika Doi. Ha ha ha! I knew that. Minecraft.
I never thought I'd be chosen as one of the representatives. I'm not a very good speaker, so really, Rin or Shion should have been picked instead of me. But I just couldn't refuse when they told me that Sadako's best friend should be the one to go.
Keiichi totally is Sadako's best friend.
They told us to sit on the couch inside the visitors room. The counselor, the manager, and the head of the office were there. The way they treated us was improving every time we came. I didn't know if today's appeal would change anything, but I was starting to feel the direction of fate shift little by little.
Gah! On you jump scare. What do you think, Rika?
Things have changed dramatically in only a few days. I have no idea what will happen next. Hanyu appeared beside me. It had been a while since she showed up. Hanyu was assuming that we still wouldn't be able to save Sadako in this world either. She always felt that it was best just to watch what happened without hoping for a positive change. I'd been hurt so many times after being betrayed while hoping for a change. Surely that wasn't good for my soul. I've been beaten down over and over again.
Is this why Rika never talks? Because, I imagine there's a conversation going on right now, and Rika's just, sitting there talking to Hanyu and, muttering to herself, and just not paying attention.
I don't know. It's better to be quiet and do nothing. It's better not to expect change. That way, if something bad happens, I won't feel pain. My fate was already a dead end. But was that really true? I did my best for many of my previous lives. However, I had always acted alone. A miracle only happens when everyone combines their efforts. I was starting to feel the depth of what that meant. But even so, that wouldn't guarantee that we could save Sadako. This was the best chance I've had so far, certainly, but that still didn't prove anything. I couldn't call it a miracle just yet. A miracle is something far more dramatic. So this wasn't a miracle. It wasn't a miracle just yet. There was still someone else who needed to reach out for this to become a miracle. Everyone has been working so hard. They truly believe that they can bring about a miracle. Who amongst them doesn't believe? Isn't there someone who's not reaching out her hand like everyone else is doing? Basically, it's because of Sadako that a miracle won't occur. Things won't change unless she starts seeking help herself.
I mean, that was a given. I know, but that isn't so easy for her.
Everyone is trying to save Sadako, but she's not reaching her hand out in return. Before they even came here, they should have tried persuading her first.
You think we should tell her to reach out her hand?
Yes. I know that's not an easy thing for her, but it wouldn't be as difficult as waiting for another world as fortunate as this one. In any case, I'm the only one with the key to open her heart. I'm like family to Sadako. I know she thinks the same. I'm not trying to brag or anything. Sadako's like family to me as well. No, my feelings toward her are even deeper than that. It might be only 1 year for Sadako, but I've spent decades with her. You know, I've just realized something. I know why this isn't yet a miracle.
Why is that?
For a miracle to happen, everyone must come together. But someone is still missing. One person is still not working with everyone. That's why the miracle hasn't occurred.
Are you talking about...
Who is she talking about?
Sadako?
Who is she talking about?
Akasaka.
True, but... Who else could she be talking about?
Herself.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah?
Because it's almost like she hasn't been trying ever at all in any of her fucking lives because she's a jobber and I hate her and I hope she explodes. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the wolf because it has a goofy face.
Oh, I love him.
No, it's me. I'm talking about me.
You know, if I could, like, reach out and just pick Rika up with, like, one hand and just slam her into the ground like a charger, I would.
Why wouldn't you just, like, pick her up like a cat? And just hold her up there?
Air jail?
In air jail.
Rika does not deserve air jail.
Rika deserves air jail. What are you talking about?
She deserves the charger treatment, bro. Throw that bitch on the floor.
I had just been observing them like a spectator. I'd been tired of this eternally repeating world and acting like a witch.
More like a bitch.
I'm cutting that. I had forgotten the powerful feelings needed to change fate.
You can't cut that.
I can cut that.
No.
In other words, it was like I was supposed to be an actress, but was just sitting back and eating popcorn. I'm not a spectator. I'm one of the people on the stage, and that's why this play was never successful. In the world where Rena took over the school, if I hadn't done anything, Keiichi would have died in an explosion. Because I got on the stage like I was supposed to, the play didn't end that way.
Oh yeah, because she was like, fuck you, I'm fighting Rena.
Fuck you, Hatchet Girl.
Yeah, and she squared up. I forgot she squared the fuck up.
I'm a part of this world too. It's such an obvious thing, but I must have forgotten it a long time ago. I have to open up her heart. I have to set her free from Satoshi. I'm sure someone else can do that too, but I have the greatest chance of success. If I don't get up on the stage again, a miracle is never going to happen.
Rika, you once did the same thing over and over again and got hurt, remember? Are you going to make the same mistake again?
I'm aware of that, but I'll never end up in a world this fortunate again. The cheap resolve to try hard again in the next world will just cause my efforts to reach a dead end somewhere else. Far more easily, and in a more hopeless form than it will in this world. This is my last chance. If this world doesn't work out, then I'm going to give up.
What?
Hanyu looked at me with surprise. For us, the term giving up means a lot more than what it sounds like. Doesn't mean that I will accept my fate. It means that I will accept the dead end waiting for me. In other words, accept my death.
Ow, 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 ow.
You know, regrets occur even when we haven't made an effort, you know. I was blessed with such a fortunate world this time. I mean, I never thought her uncle would come back, but overall, this has been a very lucky life. And with this wind at our backs, I think I've probably unfurled my sails as far as I can. That's why I believe this time will be different, and I also think that if this doesn't work out, nothing will. If that happens, I think I'll be able to finally give up.
Ow, ow, ow. Don't say that. Ow, ow, ow.
I'm the only person who can communicate with Hanyu. If I disappear, she'll have to go on with her life all alone. That's the last thing Hanyu wants to happen. Perhaps that's why Hanyu says the things she does. She doesn't want my life spent to wither away by getting hurt emotionally. You see, I belong here in this play. You showed me how to enjoy watching it, but the play won't move on as long as I refuse to act. Surely that's why it always results in a dead end.
She's not wrong. Rika, I'm sure that one day you'll get another fortunate life where her uncle doesn't come back. I'm sure you'll roll an extra 6 next time. You know the picture with the guy digging through the tunnel and then he turns back around with that's Hanyu. Yeah. She would love gambling.
A fortunate world like this one, where Sadako's uncle doesn't come back. You're right. That really would be wonderful. Still, trying to beat my fate at death is another issue entirely, That sounds wonderful, but it's still not guaranteed. Let's wait for another opportunity.
No, this is on you.
Oh.
Let's wait for another opportunity. Please. Ow, ow. Please don't say that you're going to give up after this world.
If I die, no one will ever hear you cry again. All you'll ever be able to do is make people sense your presence by making noise.
Ow, ow, ow.
Well, I'm heading back to the stage. I'm going to do what I can. You're sick of repeating all this over and over again, aren't you?
I'd rather repeat everything than spend the rest of my life without you.
Apparently she thinks this time loop that's driving me mad is far better than having no one to talk to. But that's just how she feels. I want to overcome fate and see what's waiting in the future too. But it wouldn't mean anything if you weren't there with me. I'm sure that's similar to my own claim that there's no point in living past June 1983 if I'm the only one who does. My ideal future is to survive past June 1983 and let the happy times continue like always, without anyone missing. Hanyu feels the same way. She doesn't want a world where I'm not by her side. We're repeating this world, only because we wish to do so. It wasn't just Hanyu's power, it was the one that we shared together. Hanyu wants to be with me, just like I want to build myself a happy future. We both want the same thing. But if I refused to repeat the world again, my long life would be over. Yet I never refused, no matter how sick and tired of it I was. For over 100 years, I kept believing that something good would happen eventually. However, our power is weakening, and we can only go back a few weeks at most. We have so little time left to try and change our fate. If we kept it up, eventually we'd only be able to go back to the morning of the day I was going to die. That'd be a dead end for sure. I don't think a life this fortunate will ever come to my way again. If my time was unlimited, I'm sure that will eventually happen, but I can't count on it happening in what time I do have left. Hanyu told me to wait for another chance because she doesn't want to see me lose myself, but she isn't feeling the time limit like I am. It's a nightmare to die over and over again. Before I end up in that hell, I want to pull the curtain down with my own hands. This is going to be my last world. If this one doesn't work out, I'm not going to repeat it again.
Ow, ow, ow! Ow, ow, ow!
Let me translate what she's trying to say. This world is no different from any other world. You're not going to win, so don't bet on this life. Your lifespan is not as short as you think. You should wait for your next opportunity in this endless June. Stay with me until then. Stay with me and wait for the next chance. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
Ow, ow!
Then why don't you just pray for us? Pray that we can persuade the child consultation center and save Sadako. Pray that I can defeat the fate of 1983. If I overcome this fate, let's do all the things I promised I'd do. Let's eat this year's watermelon while enjoying the evening breeze through the window. What kind of fall are we going to have? How much snow are we going to get this winter? Let's enjoy the weather. Let's enjoy all of the things we've never seen. Let's watch the next episode of that TV show we like. Let's enjoy our future together. You always said that we're going to work hard until that day came, but...
Oh, no, it's the Hanyu. You always said that we were going to work hard until that day came, but it's not fair for you to say that you're going to give up when just this life doesn't work out.
I'm sorry that I couldn't keep that promise.
Ow.
I'm sure that we'll overcome this fate. You'll be there with me, Hanyu. Let's look up at the blue sky when that happens. I'm sure that the sky of the summer of 1983 is more beautiful than any sky we've ever seen. I'm sure I'm going to make a miracle happen in this world. God didn't design humans so they could redo their lives over and over again like me. People usually only have one chance, yet they can still make miracles happen with effort. They work so hard because they know that they'll never have a chance to do it over again. That's why miracles occur. But if I can't make one happen with all that, I just have to give up. I don't need another life. I'm gonna make a miracle happen in this one. My friends taught me that. They taught me that miracles can happen when everyone works together. So it's going to happen. We will make it happen. We're going to have a wonderful future in this life.
Rika. Ow, 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 ow.
Hanyu disappeared, sobbing sadly. She was no longer in my sight, but I could still talk to her. Hanyu, we're going to have a bright future in this world. Just trust me. If you would just give me your power, it might be easier to make a miracle happen. This is the best possible stage I can hope for. The actors on stage and the audience before it can help each other. If you wish, you, the audience, can change the story too. I've made my decision. I'm going up on the stage. I'm not going to complain anymore. I'll do my best, just like Keiichi and my other friends. I'm not going to make any more excuses. I'm not going to wait for another fortunate world. I have to do my best in this one. I'm not talking about my decision to die after this world is over. I'm just saying that people are meant to have only one chance at life. One chance to live. That's why they work so hard. Because I had so many chances to redo my life, I haven't been working hard enough. I was never able to make a miracle happen. In my previous life, Rena took over the school. Because I got in her way, Keiichi made it in time to stop the explosion. The story changed because I decided to get up on stage. Perhaps in my other lives before that, I could have changed my situation if I worked hard enough without giving up. But I kept giving up so easily, and eventually lost my interest in those worlds. So a miracle never happened. A miracle never happened because I was always relying on the fact that I'd have another chance. Hanyu, I hope you can understand. Please, don't be sad, and work hard with me in this world. I couldn't tell if she understood me. I assertively spoke to the officials about how much danger Sadako is in. Keiichi and Irie also made their appeals from the bottom of their hearts. I had no idea how the Child Consultation Center took what we said so passionately. All I could do was pray.
And here I was, Bobo the Fool, thinking I would get to hear the dialogue between them and the Child Consultation Center. And not that it's a Rika monologue.
Just a Rika monologue where Ryukishi repeats himself and Ryukishi repeats himself.
He wouldn't do that.
What?
He wouldn't do that.
I've never heard
Ryukishi repeat himself. Bullet Prefecture. How was it, Kei-chan? Well...
That's the part I just uploaded.
Fuck, I need to get through to Higurashi.
Yeah, you should actually watch it.
I know. It was my fault. I found a new video essay channel.
Oh my god.
Because I've been watching cynical reviews. I've been watching him. Well, it felt like a repeat of yesterday. We both went over the same things we talked about then.
We're still not reaching them? I guess they said they look at matters more carefully. Pretty much. They said they would visit once a week and make a decision 1 month from now.
They're going to leave her with her uncle for 1 whole month? How come they can't understand how much Sadako will be hurt in that time?
My Abada-san clearly explains to them the dangers she's facing. I also told them about what's happened to her last year. However, they're really not going to consider it an urgent case unless Sadako-chan seeks help herself?
I don't mean to cut into your conversation, but is it possible for you to get Sadako-chan to ask for help?
He said that he's going to destroy Satoshi-kun's room if she tries to leave him. What a horrible thing to say.
They're still not changing their minds. Sadako can't even ask for help because she's being taken advantage of. The purpose of a child consultation center is to protect children. I was starting to get angry the more I thought about it. But as I thought about it some more, I realized that they were just trying to do their job. It was just that our opinions differed about the degree of urgency.
We told them to save Sadako-chan as soon as possible. They told us that she should be the one that had asking for help. Is there any way to resolve this? Is there any way to get an SOS from her? We spoke to them about it. It seemed like they were listening closely to us.
But it also sounded like they're not going to take any action. Damn it. When the head of the office showed up, I thought I could change things today, but everything went the same as yesterday, and we still weren't able to persuade them. However, I'm sure we're making progress. It might seem like they're withstanding our blows at first glance, but they're feeling the weight behind them. We're not going to give up just because it didn't work out today. We're going to fight until they get off their butts and save Sadako. I told everyone that we're going to do this again tomorrow, too, but we might get less people next time. This really is annoying. We're working so hard, but this is all we can do. Damn it. We can't just give up yet. We might have less people tomorrow, but we're not going to call off our fourth appeal.
Even if no one comes, I'm going. I'm not going to give up until they agree to help Sadako-chan.
The same here. I'm never going to give up. Thank you, Mion. I'll take whoever comes. I could see you guys from the windows. Those banners must have looked really intimidating to them.
Oh, I'm glad I stayed up all night making them. Thank you for the sashes too, EDA. No problem. I wish I could do more than this. I'm going to get more involved. I was about to give up on saving Sadako, but seeing Keiichi and EDA talking with the head of the office today made me feel motivated.
Rika-chan was always watching us from afar. It made me a little happy to see Rika-chan getting more active in this whole movement. I wonder what Rika-chan could do.
The next time I see Sadako, I'm going to persuade her to seek help. I think I'm the only one who can do that.
The same thing was on all of our minds. The issue will be resolved the moment Sadako seeks help. But nobody can say that to her, because we all know that she's dealing with the memories of her brother, Sadako. I know how you feel about Satoshi, but this is different. Please ask the Child Consultation Center to help you. As long as you're seeking help, they're ready to save you anytime. Don't be afraid that your uncle is going to destroy Satoshi's room. Please ask them to save you. But without even knowing Satoshi's face, I could never say that to her. The only person who can ask her to seek help is Rika-chan. She's been living with her for the past year, and she's like family.
That's true. I told her today, but she didn't listen to me. It's sad, but the only person who can really talk to Sadako-chan is Rika-chan.
I wish I could help her too, but I agree. Rika-chama is her best friend. If she can't persuade her, no one can.
If we can open Sadako-chan's heart, I'm sure everything will resolve itself. It might be the better approach, rather than going to the Child Consultation Center like this. That's not quite true. Although Rena isn't wrong either, we both have to reach out our hands. Sadako needs to reach out hers too. I also have to do the same. If everyone doesn't work together, a miracle's not going to happen. I didn't work hard enough because I didn't believe we could do it. So the miracle never happened. So I'm going to make a greater effort. So I'm sure Sadako will take my hand. I can't really explain what I want to say. I'm sorry.
Rika-chan is a usually quiet girl, but she talks a lot every once in a while. Just because she's quiet doesn't mean she's not thinking about anything. In fact, because she's quiet, she must have a lot inside her heart that she's never expressed. We are going to continue our appeal to the consultation center. Rika-chan is going to persuade Sadako. This is the best approach, or at least the best one that I can think of. It might be slow and quiet, but now that I'm in the game, I can't quit until I win. If I gave up, I'd lose everything that I bet on. We're going to save Sadako. We just have to work together. But obviously, we don't have much time left to fight. What to do? We're definitely going to have less people tomorrow. In other words, we can't intimidate the Child Consultation Center any more than we did today. I couldn't see any way to break our deadlock with the Consultation Center, so I had no choice but to swallow down the irritation starting to boil up in my chest and pretend not to notice it.
It's getting pretty dark. Mion-san, you should tell everyone to go home now. I have a festival committee meeting tonight, so I have to head straight there after this.
I need to go to the meeting too. I almost forgot. And that meant I had to go too. While it wouldn't be a big deal if I missed the meeting, I should still go. I don't understand most of the things they're even talking about there, but I don't want to be rude. I'd have no choice but to go.
I guess we need to wrap things up for today. Otherwise, you're not going to make it in time for the meeting.
Mion thanked all the people who came today and told them to meet at the same place at the same time tomorrow. With that, the third day of our desperate appeal was over. Hello? Fuck. Hello? It's me, Keiichi. Yeah, I'll eat when I get home. I'm going straight to the assembly hall from here. Dad is on his way, right? Okay, got it. I called my mom and told her that I'd be going to the meeting without coming home. I'd get there kind of early, but if I went home first, I wouldn't make it in time. Mion, Rika-chan, and Irie were going to head there with me. Shion said that she was also coming, and now Rina didn't want to go home alone either.
My dad won't be home until late tonight, so I'm coming too. I hope that's alright with you guys, I hope.
No. That's fine with us. They'll be glad to see a bunch of young people there.
The average age will plummet.
I want to say hi to Uncle Kimiyoshi too. I haven't seen him in a while. We all headed towards the Furude shrine in the dim light. The light was on in the assembly building. Some people had already arrived. Good evening. You guys are early.
Hello, Mion-chan and her friends. Good evening, Dr. Irie. Good evening. You're here early. We don't have anything else to do.
More people started coming into the meeting hall. Everyone seemed to come so early. I should probably come earlier from now on too. I thought I saw. Oh, yeah.
It's
someone else.
It's like Kimiyoshi or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought I saw a lot of fashionable shoes at the entrance today. There are lots of young people here. Shion-chan, it's been so long. What brought you here today?
You know, I see more old people with fashionable shoes than like young people.
Yeah, that's all they got going on. Of course they're gonna buy the new fucking $700 Timbs, bro. Everyone bowed to the newest arrival. It was the mayor, Kimiyoshi-san. He strode into the room with the other committee members. Hello, it's been a while. I was hanging out with my sis and just happened to come along with them.
Is that so? Well, you're welcome here. You're coming to the Watanagashi Festival this year, right?
Yes, I'm going this year for sure. I want to see Kei-chan hosting the auction too.
I guess it's time for young people like you to take over the festival. By the way, I want to talk to you, Mion-chan. Can you come this way?
Fine. What is it? Is it that guy from the refreshment booth seems still angry?
Well,
They're gonna talk about the protest. Mion headed outside with Kimiyoshi-san and the other committee members. There's only one room in the building, so they have to go outside if they want to talk in private.
today is Thursday, so we have only 3 more days until the festival. Are you ready for the auction?
There's not much that I can do now. I'm ready to get up on stage and do my thing, though.
I think Keiichi performs best under pressure.
Everyone laughed. We continued to chat about the festival. We talked about what kind of festival young people like us would want to see, that sort of stuff. Suddenly, Mion tapped me on the shoulder. Kei-chan, I need you for a second. She gestured for me to follow her out front without letting the others know. What'd she want? Once outside, I see Mion, Chie-sensei, and the principal. Oh, Chie-sensei, Mr. Principal. Good evening. Chie-sensei responded to my greeting, but the principal must not have heard me, since he didn't. His eyes were closed. He seemed lost in thought. That sight caused our happy, chatty feeling to cool off quickly. My intuition told me this had to be about something bad. I need to talk to you, Mayabara-kun. That doesn't sound good. Are you going to the Child Consultation Center again tomorrow? Yes. We'll keep fighting until they save Sadako. That's our mission. I don't know if we'll get as many supporters as we did today, but we're going back there again. Right, Mion? Mayabara-kun, I know you've already made plans for tomorrow, but after that, I think you should wait and see what they do. Thanks to the advice from Oishi-san last night, I already had an idea of the situation. Is this a warning, Chie-sensei? If our protest grows any bigger, the village officials will have to take notice of it. That's why you're telling me to quit now, isn't it?
New song. Also a very quiet song.
It's like one volume. Mayabara-kun, I think what you're doing is a good thing. You're not wrong to pursue the things you believe in. However... She stopped talking after that. Chie-sensei was supporting us until just yesterday. She even came to the child consultation center with us on the second day. So for her to start saying completely the opposite, I felt slightly dizzy from the shock of it. Kei-chan, let me explain in her stead. Chie-sensei is still supporting us as an individual. However... well... is she being pressured by the Board of Education or something? Chie-sensei will never bow to pressure. You have no idea how courageous she is. She ignored the Board of Education and came to the village when Hinamizawa Branch School was still not approved by the government.
That's where it gets loud.
I think Mion told me about that story before. The school was closed when the dam conflict happened. However, the village children still came to the school to learn. There were no teachers there, though, because the school wasn't officially operating. That was when Chie-sensei arrived. After they won the dam conflict, the Sonozaki family and other villagers made an appeal, and the school's existence was finally approved. Our school did not have an easy start. The government was against it, but the villagers forced them to approve. Chie-sensei came along with us on our appeal yesterday. That was very courageous of her, but now people who want to close the school are paying attention to what we're doing. That's basically it. Chie-sensei can't support us openly anymore. Chie-sensei stared at the ground as Mion spoke. I'd never seen her look so sad. If it was just about me, I wouldn't care what happened. I don't want to be a teacher who can't even fight for her own students. But I can't put the whole school in jeopardy. I don't know who told her this. Whoever it was, they warned her not to escalate things around Sadako's case. They threatened the existence of our school to make her obey, and pressured her with responsibilities she couldn't take on her own. You know, yesterday, Oishi-san told me something similar. In this exact same spot, too. He warned me that if I kept escalating this, then I'd be fighting against the elders who still don't like the Hojo family. Or something like that. He told you that? Well, he's not really wrong. And Mion looked at the ground along with Chie-sensei. I always thought Chie-sensei and Mion were stronger people. So seeing them both hanging their heads like this is hopeless, made me feel like we were being pushed into a dead end, and I hated it. You were just at the child consultation center with us. You told everyone to come again tomorrow. That's the Mion I came to this meeting with. So when did she get swapped with this weak Mion? When I said when did she get swapped, I immediately thought of one thing. The mayor took her outside the building earlier, did he? I see. He called you out here to talk about this, didn't he? Well, kind of. It felt painful to see her fake a smile like that. She was only out here with him for about 10 minutes. What the hell did he tell her that crushed her spirit? Mion, Chie-sensei, the two of you are the strongest people I know. I respect you very much. I can't even imagine what kind of pressure would cause you to change your opinion overnight. I didn't feel like getting mad at them. They were just as passionate about saving Sadako as I was. Towards them, I felt nothing but pity. Mayabara-kun, I don't know what to say. You don't need to apologize. I could feel an angry tone entering my voice. I'd had enough. Tell me something. Why do the old people in the village still hate the Hojo family that much? The dam conflict is over. Sadako is totally innocent, isn't she? Why do they still hate her so much? Who hates her? Whose fault is this? I'm going to have a chat with whoever that is. I don't think anyone actually hates the Hojo family. What? What are you saying? It's true that the Hojo family was the enemy during the dam conflict. The whole village believed that.
But after Sadako's parents died, people started realizing that she was innocent. But no one ever came forward to forgive her. I can explain why.
Shion! It wasn't just Shion who appeared. Rina and Rika-chan were there with her. They'd come out to check on me and overheard what we were talking about.
After uniting to turn the Hojo family into their scapegoat, the village is still living in fear. But not because they're scared of them. They're living in the fear that if they end up connected to the Hojo family, they'll be made a scapegoat by the village too.
In other words, if you help a member of the Hojo family, you might get attacked by the village, just like they did. They still feel that way, years after the conflict.
Is that true? Everyone was always so nice to Sadako-chan at school. Only the old people are involved with this. However, they're the core of the village.
They all believe that the leader of the Sonozaki family, my granny, still hates the Hojo family. But that's not true. Granny is also afraid. She thinks that if she forgives the Hojo family, the other elderly people will lose trust in her.
This is really complicated. So what do you mean? Who am I supposed to punch in the face?
The truth is, no one really hates the Hojo family. They all think we should forgive them, but they can't come forward with that opinion. They're convinced that everybody else still hates the Hojo family.
So, everyone is misunderstanding each other?
That's right. You can ask all of them individually. You'll see that no one really hates Sadako. Her parents' death marked the closure of that hatred. After her parents died, my grandma told everyone not to bother the Hojo family anymore. However, she didn't tell people to forgive them.
That's probably because of my father. Rika-chan's father? Why is that? My father was so laid back with that people started saying he didn't deserve to be a leader in the village anymore.
Rika-chan's dad was a very relaxed guy. I think that helped him calmly resolve things. But at the time, people who were burning with anger about the dam project were looking for a more aggressive leader. So my granny came forward and acted as one, in order to unite the whole village. And because of her role as an aggressive leader...
she can't publicly announce that she's going to forgive the Hojo family.
Yeah. Old people put a lot of stock into not changing their minds. She can't reverse her policy so easily.
But that's terrible. People are refusing to forgive Sadako-chan and they're blaming it on everyone else. They can't forgive her because they're afraid of what other people might think? That's awful.
During the dam project, a few households actually thought it would be fine to vacate their homes, since they were getting compensation money from the government. But they couldn't say that out loud. The Hojo family, however, came forward with their opinion and announced that they were willing to vacate. Those households gained courage after seeing the Hojo family, and they almost established a group of people who agreed to leave. I'm sure you understand this after today, but in order to effectively protest something, everyone has to be on the same opinion. It's important that the whole village is on the same page. Before the dam conflict, Hinamizawa was tearing itself apart instead of waging war.
They said that it was because my father was such a lazy leader. He never thought that they'd actually build a dam. He believed that we could reach a peaceful resolution just by negotiating. People thought that's why some families started agreeing to leave. Supporters of the plan to evacuate. That sounds strange. That's the first I've heard of that. People in the village always said that they supported the dam project.
She's right. They usually claim that their enemies supported the project itself.
It sounds worse if you call them dam project supporters than if you call them evacuation supporters, doesn't it? If you call them evacuation supporters, it makes it sound like they're peaceful people who don't want to fight. But calling them dam project supporters makes it sound...
I see. It sounds more like a group of bad people trying to submerge the village underwater.
It's all about appearances.
Coach had appeared. And then Oishi will appear. He came outside after noticing how long we'd been gone.
The village of Hinamizawa was brimming with a sense of unity. Mr. Furude was not able to unite the village. The Sonozaki family figured that they could seize power if they were to take charge of that unity. I'm starting to understand now. Let's phrase it like a different way. In order to unite the village, they attacked the Hojo family who betrayed the sense of community. They used them to intimidate other people. People became afraid of the Hojo family, so they changed their minds and started protesting against the dam project. They held that if you interacted with the Hojo family, you were probably a supporter of the dam project yourself. That's why everyone kept their distance from them. They acted like they didn't even see them. When someone from the family talked to them, they ignored it. Initially, they were targeting only Satoko-chan's parents, but eventually, the whole family was seen as a target. As a result, her uncle and aunt were caught in the line of fire too. It's kind of ironic. That was the reason they started abusing Satoko-chan to begin with.
Her uncle and aunt were not in support of the dam project, but because of Sadako's parents, they were also attacked. After Sadako's parents died, they were forced to take care of their 2 children. It finally makes sense. I can see the whole picture now.
The dam conflict is over and Sadako-chan's parents are dead. I think the Sonozaki family should speak out and publicly forgive the Hojo family.
But once again, there's an issue. Granny is afraid that the elderly people here will lose their trust in her if she publicly forgives the Hojo family. Seems like the Sonozaki family's as worried about people taking them lightly as the consultation center is. I heard this directly from her, so I'm sure that's what's happening. All she could do was tell everyone not to bother the Hojo family anymore. When she dies, she wants the next family head to officially declare the end of the dam conflict, and stop discriminating against the Hojo family. My mom knows about this too. I heard about it from her, actually. It's just that old hag's stubborn pride. Let me ask you this. It sounds to me like the mayor and his people threatened Mion and told Chie-sensei they'd close the school. How about them? Do they still have bitter feelings towards the Hojo family? It's ridiculous. Even Uncle Kimiyoshi thinks no one in the village hates the Hojo family.
It's just sad that the dam conflict hasn't completely ended for those people. They're still afraid of being badmouthed behind their backs if they interact with the Hojo family. But people like you and Rika-chan interact with her. I'm young, and I don't have many ties to the town council either. Plus, Rika-chan is special. She's a reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama.
Oyashiro-sama was the one who brought humans and demons together, which means... She was able to live with Sadako, even though Sadako's not accepted by the villagers. After hearing all this, I'm beginning to understand how difficult it was for Sadako to live in this village. She always acted bright and cheerful in school and in the club. I thought that was her whole world, but I had no idea how she felt when she was walking around alone in the village. She probably went grocery shopping, even knowing that people were going to ignore her. She felt the coldness from them, but she was standing strong on her feet. I had no idea she was going through something like that. I knew she went through tough times during the dam conflict, but I had no clue that she was struggling to this day.
What a sad story. And the whole thing is just nonsense, too.
Do you feel that way too, Rina? I feel exactly the same.
No one feels bitter towards Sadako-chan, but everyone is afraid that something bad will happen to them if they interact with her. Whose fault is this? No one's. Is the land or society making them think that way?
It's no one's fault. Yet they're so worried about everyone else's opinions they can't forgive her. Huh. Yes. That kind of atmosphere is great when the wind's blowing in a good direction. People would act kindly and help each other. But the case of the Hojo family, it's totally the opposite. It's spreading like mold, and no one can do anything about it. What do you do with a rotten tatami mat? You have no choice but to toss it out and get a new one. So the mayor is pressuring us not because he hates Sadako, but because he thinks that if he lets us run free, someone, who doesn't even exist, might talk badly about him. So that's why he can't leave us be. I call that someone the curse of Oyashiro-sama. Everyone is afraid that someone, even though he doesn't exist. But that someone doesn't exist, and they're not a real person. Shion's theory sounded interesting. Everyone follows the rules because they're afraid of that someone. However, even the leaders of the village are afraid of the same thing. Everyone in the village is following the rules because they're afraid of someone who doesn't even exist. They still follow the rules of the dam conflict, thinking they'll be cursed if they forgive Sadako. Who the hell is that someone? They could only call it the curse of Oyashiro-sama. Oyashiro-sama cursed the Hojo family because they supported the dam project. They still believe that, and Sadako is struggling because of it.
Oyashiro-sama will not curse Sadako. She thinks Sadako is adorable. Please don't use her name for something horrible like that.
Rika-chan made a sad face. She's the shrine maiden for Oyashiro-sama and the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama. I don't think there's a curse in this village at all. Everyone is just convinced that there is. If that's the case, this isn't the Child Consultation Center's fault at all. The whole village bears responsibility.
Yep, I think so too. I thought appealing to the Child Consultation Center would
Jesus
solve their problem, but
Christ.
that's not gonna do anything.
A rotten tatami mat, huh? We can't just clean the surface. Even if the consultation center does save Sadako, it's nothing but a temporary fix. I guess we just need to throw away the whole rotten mat so we can save her for good.
I think those tatami mats are all assembled nearby.
I agree. Most of them are within a 20-meter radius of here. Hey, Kei-chan, Rena, what are you guys going to do? Mion, you're deeply involved in the village. I know you feel hesitant to save Sadako, as one of the leaders here. I understand why you and Chie-sensei almost gave up under the pressure, but I have nothing to lose.
Mayabara-san, are you really going to? Right here?
I think this is a
New track?
new track.
Yeah, it is. Keiichi pulls out the, like, sword he has in his fucking... and it, like, hidden in his shirt, and just whips that shit out, looks at Rena, and Rena's like... Keiichi, no!
I thought the exact same thing. Keiichi pulls out her hatchet. Let's get to it.
I can't... The Kei Rena, like, psychopathic murderer stalks her through the roof. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to get rid of that rotten tatami mat. Will you join me, Rena? Kei Rena stalks through the roof.
Yes, I'm tougher than you think.
I know, but you should settle down just a little bit. I feel like you could blow up a school if you got too serious.
Wink, wink.
Smiley.
nudge.
I think you could beat someone up with a metal bat if you got too serious.
Smile.
Smiley.
We're both pretty tough, huh? Well, let's go.
Yep, let's go.
I understand your position, Mion. You don't have to come with me. Just leave if you think things are going to get out of control. This is more dangerous than any club activity. I'm damn serious about this. As the next head of the family, she shouldn't agree with me, but she stared in silent approval of what I was about to do. Okay. If you're going to take that risk, then I'm coming with you too. That's the way. Just watch how I'll take care of this.
What about you, Chi-chan?
Fortunately, I have nothing to lose. I'll support you guys. Chie-sensei, Mr. Principal, I understand your stances. We're not in school right now. Please forgive what we're about to do now. You're right. I'm not your teacher right now. The principal and I will entrust our will to you.
I'm supporting you guys too. If they want me out of the village, I'm willing to close down my clinic. It's only natural for a master to sacrifice everything to save his future mate.
I love Irie, man. He's so stupid. Oh, I can feel everyone's power flowing into me. I'm not even going to try and cool down. I need to be fired up for something like this. He just kicks the door in. Of course, I told you Oishi was just gonna appear. I fucking told you Oishi will just show up randomly. As I turned back, I noticed Oishi-san and my dad. I didn't know how long they'd been standing there.
You seem excited about something, Mayabara-san.
Oishi-san, you told me last night that there are some things that a man can't give up on. We have to take a chance even when it's risky.
Keiichi.
Don't stop me, Dad. I know it's important to be polite, but I need to do this for my friend.
I'm not going to stop you.
Huh? He gave me a big smile. I'd never seen my dad smile like that before.
I believe in what you just told Oishi-san. There are some things that a man should not give up on. You'll encounter something like that in your life sooner or later. If this is that time, then I'm not going to stop you.
He's so based.
How? Keiji-kun's father is so cool.
The Council of Men. Of course, he's my dad. He's at least half as cool as me.
I'm not from Minamizawa. I can't take either side, but I'll be watching you closely, Mayaboto-san. When it's make or break the game, take the risk and discard the middle weight, is something my old friend used to say. You can't compromise once you make a decision. If you're going to forfeit, do so immediately. But if you're going to fight, be confident in yourself.
Mahjong uses double scoring after all. Even if you get a small amount of points several times in succession.
Mahjong uses double scoring after all. Even if you get a small amount of points several times in succession, you'll lose if someone scores a lot of points at once. You'll just have to be confident when you're ready to fight.
Do you play Mahjong too, Mayaboto-san?
They started talking about Mahjong together. It's that easy. This is gonna be interesting. Someone from the committee came out and told us to come inside for the meeting. Fuck. It was time for us to start. Alright, let's go inside. I feel like we're finally getting up on the stage.
No wonder we felt something was missing at the Child Consultation Center.
Yeah, this was supposed to be the stage all along. We were fighting with the wrong people for the past 3 days. Let's go. Someone pulled my shirt. It was Rika-chan.
Keiji.
You're not only Sadako's best friend, but you're also a member of the village's 3 families. You can just watch what Rina and I are going to do. But if you're willing to help us save Sadako, I want you to support us.
You're going to try and change those hard-headed men?
I'm going to change them. I told you before. Fate is thinner than a piece of paper. I'll tear it down with ease. There it is.
Oh, what is going to happen?
They're calling the traditions of the family the curse of Oyashiro-sama. Shion sure has an interesting theory. Is Keiji gonna smash it in two? Can he destroy the curse of Oyashiro-sama? He will break it. Keiji has the power to break everything. It's not just Keiji's power though, because everyone is working together. Keiji is able to break anything. This energy is more powerful than the lucky 6 on the die. It's not luck. He's destroying fate with his own 2 hands. Everyone followed Keiji and entered the assembly hall. I followed in after them. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this with Keiji. If this doesn't work out, that's it for me. I'm going to give my very best. Give it my very best.
What a fucking madman. What an actual fucking madman.
Should I leave that cliffhanger? Well, we still got.
Yeah, we still have another half.
Oh, cliffhanger, Connor!
We actually cliffhanged this.
Oh shit!
I didn't even realize that.
Let's break that curse in
Shit.
2.
All right.
Oh man!
This chapter's alright. This chapter's alright.
Oh, that cliffhanger. Okay.
Oh.
Civil servants
Fucking
preparations. Ring ring.
Moshi moshi. Moshi moshi.
I see. We're good as long as we know that the town council and the Onigafuchi Guardians aren't involved. Please take care of Sadako Hojo-san's case without worrying about it too much.
Jobber.
Yeah.
I will. Fuck. I'm glad to know that the whole village isn't backing them.
Oh, it's the manager.
Oh well.
I wouldn't agree with him if they were, though. No matter who is pulling the strings, we must treat every case equally. This whole odd rule that we have to give Hinamizawa special treatment is only due to the precedent set when we let threats influence us before.
Well, you're absolutely right, sir, but...
Please continue to work on this case. The manager from the municipal government assured us that the town council has nothing to do with this petition. It's a problem that our organization is so afraid of one tiny community. As a manager, you should think that Think about that a little.
Yes, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm glad to hear that the village isn't supporting them.
You must act the same way even if the village does support them, no matter who is behind the scenes. Please be very careful with Sadako Hojo's case. Don't try to give her any special treatment, you understand? What a dick.
What a prick.
Like, no reason. He has
Like-
no reason to be like that.
Yeah, but I guess me and my homies hate Hinamizawa. So, next time on the biggest cliffhanger in the
Shadow
series.
Money Wizard game, whatever.
Shadow fucking
We love casting spells.